prior pass. Here's second down.
There we go.
Back to the air. It's Smith. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Riley Moss with the pick. Hits the 20. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Fielded at the 14. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Escapes the pocket. He's going to end up out of bounds well short of that line, so the defense credited with a sack.
Well, Kate, even with nothing open downfield, there was still the option to simply throw it away. Mental mistake there, and it cost them 3 yards.
All right, here we go. Second down. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Broncos are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And this time they won't surrender anything. They wrap him up at the line. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares?
And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pull out in front further, 13-zip. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, trio left. Tuesday.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's completed right side. He finds space, middle of the field. And he's in. Touchdown. The Raiders make it a one-score game. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Here we go, shot.
It's Nix out of the pistol. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Viking 18. Go.
Third and long for Nix. He put everything he had into this one. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Raiders take over as he records his 10th career INT.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
That one's complete over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Offense up to the line fast. This is hauled in by Myers. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
That's complete to Bowers outright. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders take the lead on that successful kick. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to... get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Ready!
Nix off the play action. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Ready up!
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
18 rattle. Set the knee. 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Oh no, they get him yet again! Devin White makes the play. And the Raiders are gonna have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're...
And in for the touchdown! A quick 2nd score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set! Buffalo 18! Hut, hut!
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Buys time, rolling right. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. 21-13 our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this.
On the set!
We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Set up! Dragon 60! 19 tight! 19 tight! Hut!
Here's 2nd and 11. Got the big yards on the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Now Nix. Cut by Sutton. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Set. Go.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Denver. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with a touchdown.
And the Broncos offense isn't leaving the field. Looks like they're going to go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Cougar 19.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Getting another shot at 2 here.
Let's go now.
He's throwing for it. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. So even backed up 5 yards, they still chance it with a 2-point try, partner. Unsuccessful on the attempt, though.
Yeah, lots of thoughts bouncing around this big noggin of mine. Do they not trust their kicker in that situation? I'll tell you, sure, they've got a chance at converting from the 7, but it's not a great one. It makes me wonder, did they like their odds better going for it, or did they just feel they needed those 2 points right there?
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
Blown back gets the handoff. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. John Franklin Myers coming in to clean things up. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Brought in right side. Gets it to the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders push this to an 8-point game. Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders push the lead to 2 scores now. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Let's go. 70 range, 70 range.
Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. This is Ingram working the left side. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. All twitched up, they were ready to get it on 3rd and inches, but now a much different situation awaiting them after that false start. It's 3rd and 5 for him after the penalty. Nix from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Set.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And it's a gain of 5 as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
7 Pirates, 7 Pop. Ready. 79 Broncos. Check go.
Shotgun snap to Nix. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They're set up at the 35 now. Nix with it on 1st. Bails out of the pocket quick. Hits his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Play action with Nix. Has it down close. And all he needed was one more stride. He's at the 2-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop it behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Okay, ready.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Go.
Tight end going in motion here.
Ready.
3rd and goal, here's Nix. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Let's go now.
They'll run it up the gut. And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos make it a 1-score game before halftime. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
One last play before the break.
13X, 13X. Here we go. Hey, it's a clip.
A final throw before the break. He's on the move. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us.
The kickoff for the Broncos.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
49, flip rock, 49. Hey, Tony. So what's up?
Shotgun snap to Smith. This ball's cut by Bowers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And that's a Vegas first down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Complete here to Bowers. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Raiders first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On first down, they'll run. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Hey, here we go, hey.
They go play action. Here's Smith. This one's caught. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
Hold on. There we go.
The throw is caught. He has the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot.
They'll run it from the gun. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play, At least he didn't go backwards.
60, Maverick, 60, let's go. Mustang 19.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Complete, it's Ingram. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
18, Pioneer. Trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Completed to his running back. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Devin White hauls him down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
19, Lion.
They motion the tight end over.
Set go.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Fits it through the middle. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Set.
They send a man in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Ready. Ready, ready.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 16. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Set up. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he goes out. Just needed one more step to reach midfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. One play in and already they're close to midfield. First down, Smith to throw. Got a man, Bowers has it. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. From the gun, Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. It's inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown! The Raiders parlay the interception into points. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His 4th receiving score of the game. Raiders leaving the offense out there. They want to add 2 more to that touchdown.
Hey, we go, sit up.
And he will get into the end zone. They go for 2, and that gives them a 3-score advantage.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Set.
It's Nix out of the pistol. Completed over the middle. This is ahead for about 5. He landed Roberts coming over for the hit.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Nix off the play action. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Raiders get it back on the final play of the quarter. A nice takeaway to end that 3rd quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the 4th. It's not quite over yet, but it take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Hey, here we go. Hey.
Give now to the running back. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Throwing from the gun here. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Ready.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Running for the marker on 2nd. Gets to space right side. And is into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. So great work by the running back there. Brock found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here's Mims. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand up. He loses the football. they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Short pass brought in. Has some room to work. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Raiders continue piling it on here in the fourth. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Raiders continue piling on to this lead.
Broncos 26.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Check out.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
The give here on 2nd. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 1-yard gain on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Let's go.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Ready, ready.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Go.
Play action with Nix. He's got a man left. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Now Nix. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to get him the opposing 49. Give him 3 on that game. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And they pick him off again. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now give left side. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
No ball, no ball. There we go,
Shotgun snap to Smith. Forced out to his right. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. And he stopped him right as he gets up past the 15.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Ready? Get up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's complete to Ingram along the sideline. And he takes this beyond the 25 before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down. Now we're on the counter. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
This one intended for the running back. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
I think more than ever, QBs today are so good at doing this, Kate, buying himself enough time and actually finding a target downfield. Just this time, he couldn't quite make that connection.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And they take the first